Hey everyone, happy Module 7. Today we're going to be talking about Turkish music and dance, the history of it, and what's popular now. Hope you guys had a great week so far. Let's finish strong. The forming of Turkish music. Turkey has a rich tradition and has been a cultural bridge for centuries. This is due to its location. It is actually half in Europe and half in Asia, and it's by a major outlet to the Mediterranean Sea. It's modern-day Istanbul, but formerly known as Constantinople. A lot of different cultures pass through here, bringing different ideas, different values, along with music and instruments and styles of play and everything like that. So this allowed for Turkey to have a very unique sound in their music and encompass many different instruments. Turkish folk music is the traditional music of Turkey. It's their own version of folk music. A lot of the songs have origins from as old as the Ottoman Empire. This was around the time where Constantinople was one of the only crossings or ways to get to Europe from Africa and other places that required the use of the Mediterranean Sea. Turkish folk is one of the oldest genres of arranged music. It dates back to the 9th century, as this comes along with Western orchestral pieces as well. Instruments used in Turkish folk songs. Traditional Turkish music uses a variety of instruments that go along with the geographical location and time period. Many songs contain instruments such as the tambura, which is shown in the slide, which kind of looks like a sitar a little bit. Fiddles, violins, drums, and harps. This is cool because instruments like the tambura came from Asia, but others came from the West, such as fiddles and harps. This created a unique sound. It was like a blend of the two continents coming together in one place. This is also very similar to the food, actually, from a couple of weeks ago when there was a huge blending of Asian culture with European culture in Turkey. Same with the architecture. You could see a huge pattern of adoption of ideas that are good and popular, and they all come together in Turkey, which is really why I chose this country. It's a super unique and interesting place. How modern Turkish music formed. Around the 1800s, Western music began to infiltrate into traditional Turkish folk music. Many enjoyed the new instruments that they were hearing. At that time, there was a pretty big boom in music in Europe, so they were able to spread out to other places and really share their ideas. This began a fusion of traditional Turkish folk music with modern Western music at the time. Incorporation into daily life. Once Western music began to become more and more popular, it began to become the norm. In 1826, it was incorporated into the Turkish army's military band by the Sultan Abdülhamit II, and that's him right down there. This was a pretty controversial move because obviously a lot of people enjoyed traditional, but it was also pretty popular because the people who were very fond of Western music could get a taste of it, as well as keeping some of their traditional music and values. Popular modern Turkish music now. I know a lot of foreign countries listen to a lot of Western popular music, such as American artists and British artists, but after looking up Turkey's top 100, they all, or almost all of them, seem to be Turkish. I know obviously they speak a different language, but at least I know I live in Japan right now, and American music is everywhere. It's almost unavoidable. So this was cool to see that they're still keeping their customs and traditions alive. The most popular song in Turkey for 2022 was a song called Hep Mi Ben. I listened to it. It was a pretty cool song. Obviously, I didn't understand anything that they were saying, but I really loved the melody, and it was cool because it had a hip hop beat, but it definitely had Turkish influence. You could hear either sitar or the instrument that we spoke of before. They definitely sampled it. It was like a Middle Eastern hip hop. It was pretty cool. So even in 2022, with the changing styles of music, the Turkish are still able to incorporate their root musical styles in their songs. Moving on to Turkish dance. Turkish folk dance is still extremely popular within the country. These are the most popular styles of traditional Turkish dance. It's a very sophisticated form of line dancing. A lot of the dancers are female and wear a huge array of different vibrant colors. Definitely look very entertaining. It's not a dance that is slow or, smooth and, kind of grim in any way. The dancers wear bright colors, and the goal is to excite the crowd. Modern dances, Turkey is a very developed country. Almost everyone has a phone, and with the world being so connected, so many countries have similar dances, and this would include Turkey. Apps such as TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram bring the world together in such a way that a popular dance that originated in one hemisphere will instantaneously make its way to another. So modern day Turks really all have similar dances to other Western countries and any country that is heavily influenced by social media. So that's pretty cool to see that everyone's blending together. These are my citations, and thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and stay well.